today's world of healing, everyone wants to feel understood. We scroll through videos, listen to podcasts, and read quotes that make us feel seen. And there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the hard truth. Most people don't actually want to heal. They want to be agreed with. They want to hear something that supports their pain, not something that transforms it. And in relationships, that's a disaster. Because when you only listen to what confirms your side of the story, you're not growing. You're staying stuck in the same emotional loop, different partner, same wound. Healing isn't about finding content that validates your pain. It's about becoming conscious enough to question it. They lost in the comfort of echo chambers. We all love comfort, especially emotional comfort. The kind that says, it's not your fault. They were toxic. You deserve better. And sometimes, that's true. But often, we take comfort and turn it into identity. We start following creators who only echo our perspective. We watch videos that say, avoidants are heartless, or anxious people are too much, and we nod because it gives us someone to blame. That's not healing. That's emotional self-soothing disguised as awakening. Healing means you start asking harder questions. What part of me still chooses this pattern? What am I avoiding seeing about myself? Why do I keep calling pain love? If you only listen to voices that make you feel right, you'll never meet the voice that makes you free. We lost in the ego's version of healing. The ego doesn't want peace. It wants protection. It wants to be the hero or the victim, but never the observer. So it searches for stories that confirm its pain. The anxious ego says, see, they abandoned me again. The avoidant ego says, see, love always takes my freedom. Both are protecting themselves from truth. Real healing feels uncomfortable because it asks you to let go of your favorite story. It asks you to stop being the one who's always hurt and to start being the one who's finally aware. That shift is scary because it means responsibility. It means you can't blame your attachment style, your childhood, or your partner forever. You have to see yourself. And in that moment, the healing begins. Not when you're right, but when you're real. We lost in the relationship trap when two people are in a relationship and both are only listening to voices that validate their pain. It becomes a war of who's more hurt. The anxious person watches videos that say, cut them off if they're distant. The avoidant watches videos that say, run if they're too emotional. Each side becomes more defensive, and neither side learns to listen. Love turns into a courtroom, not a sanctuary. You can't build connection on top of blame. You can't heal together if you're both building cases against each other. The truth is, healing in love requires humility, the courage to say, maybe I've been projecting too. Maybe I've misunderstood their silence. Maybe my nervous system is reacting to my past, not their intention. That's what conscious love looks like to people willing to see beyond their own narrative. Selective healing is when you choose comfort over truth. Conscious healing is when you choose truth, even when it breaks your comfort. Selective healing says, they're wrong, I'm right. Conscious healing says, we're both human, both wounded, both learning. Selective healing looks like scrolling until you find a video that says what you want to hear. Conscious healing looks like pausing, breathing, and asking, is this helping me grow or just keeping me angry? Because anger can feel empowering for a moment, but awareness will free you forever. Healing is not about collecting affirmations that fit your pain. It's about releasing the identity that keeps recreating it. You will not awaken by being right. You will awaken by being aware. So the next time you hear a message that challenges you, don't reject it. Let it sit inside you. Let it mirror what you don't want to face. That's where the light enters. And in relationships, that's where true intimacy begins. When both people stop defending their wounds and start discovering their truth. Because when you stop listening to what supports your pain, you finally hear what supports your freedom. And that is real healing. I no longer seek comfort in my pain. I choose awareness, even when it's uncomfortable. Because truth, not validation, is what sets me free.